The
I
answer to your question,
yeah,
did you wood burn those dots in around the eyes?
I did wood burn just a little bit. And then I think I used some gray paint and then some more black painted dots on it.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm gonna grab it, take a look.
So I thought this alcohol and water would take the quick wood off the eyeglass, but and it looks like it does. And then when it dries, it looks smudgy again. So I don't know. I may have to scrape it. And they say we
I
could
was gonna
sand
say
it or
it
something.
with Bob Dixon, he used to just take his carving knife and I think scrape the
Scrape
eye
it off.
gently, possibly.
I think
Yep.
that's what I'm going to end up doing because, yeah, the alcohol isn't working. I thought it was, but it's not.
So I did use my burner on these. It's not good light, sorry. But and then there is gray paint. There's actually a little yellow paint, a
Maybe stop.
very thin amount of yellow paint right here. And then a light layer of gray. And then I did just dot around the eye with the wood burner using my writing tip. And then really close, I used some black paint. So around the eye, the circle around the eye, I use black paint,
Oh,
gray gray paint, a little yellow here. The very front here, I very lightly used the skew on my wood burner and made lines like this. Now the wood burning is covered up, but the lines are still there to give it texture. But
okay.
this is the first time I ever did that. Before that, I just used the the wood burner to make small dots in here.
Okay.
I hope
Thank
that
you.
helps. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, we just got back, so I figured I'm not going to do anything, but we probably won't. Well, next week is around Christmas, so I guess no, not yet. So we
I
might meet next week, or I don't know.
I think Michelle told me that she didn't think she was available next week unless we did it on a different day. Am I correct? Am I correct, Michelle? Next Thursday you're not available?
Next Thursday, I have to get my crown put on because I canceled Monday since I had COVID.
Right.
And that was the only way they could get me in before Christmas. So I am sorry, I will be offline next.
Is there another day?
Yeah, we talked about that, Fred. We don't know how flexible you are, but I don't have sessions in the daytime anymore except on the weekends. So I am free on Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, and Thursday afternoon, and Friday afternoon until 4. I have a 4 o'clock on Friday, but
And I
um,
like I'm available those days also. I like Tuesday, the sound of that the most.
what about you, Fred? Do you want to do Tuesday instead of Thursday next week?
Let me get the calendar. I don't
Yeah, you
know.
better
I'm
check.
getting old, and you got to look at it for
And you
doctor's
get a lot of
appointments. And
moving parts. I know. Once you start adding doctor's appointments in there, everything goes out the window as far as I'm concerned.
no, nothing on
Like clear. We don't have any appointments, so then not me, but you don't have anything.
nothing on Tuesday, so that would work.
So we'll do Tuesday instead of Thursday next week.
Same
Sound good?
time?
Same time. Yeah,
Okay.
because I still presumably I'll
Yeah.
be working till 1:30. So
All right. Unless you skip school again.
yeah, hopefully. I'm thinking right now, I feel like I don't want to go in tomorrow. I don't want to go out in the cold. And
Yeah.
I just want to stay home and snuggle. and sit in my chair like I've done for a whole week.
So Santa's bringing you a crown for Christmas, huh?
Now I paid for it. Trust me, I paid for
Yeah,
it.
cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I know those
Hmm.
are expensive.
Yeah, I got a temporary on there right now. I'm hoping it'll hold up. But given the fact that I had COVID Monday, I thought I should not go into the dentist office and have them poke around in my COVID mouth. So,
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half, I think, and I had to have I've never had a bridge before, but that was almost $5,000, I think.
oh yeah. Yeah, he's already told me what I'm looking at because I need a bridge too.
And
Well, I'm deciding between the bridge and going ahead and getting the what do they call those? The fake
implant.
implant. And the implant is about 4 or 5 thousand for one tooth. But I have to make a decision because to do your bridge, you gotta shave down, take off whatever crown you have on the tooth they're gonna anchor it to and shave it down. You don't want to do that if you're gonna get the implant. So I'm still deliberating.
Well, I'll
Right
just
now,
tell you
I'm
what
just about out
happened.
of teeth, so I need to do something.
I'll just tell you what happened here. I don't know. My wife went through all that when we were in Michigan to get a crown
No, we get an implant.
or an implant, and
Huh?
trying to build the bone up and everything, and it was a lot of money, and it ended up it didn't work, and there was not enough bone there in the end.
Really?
So she wasted all that pain and money and time,
And she couldn't do it after all.
and she couldn't do it after all. So
That's terrible.
That's a little scary. Well, my concern is my teeth are disintegrating at an alarming rate. So if you anchor this bridge to a tooth that's going to disintegrate, I'm going to be paying it again anyway.
yeah, I don't know, but I'd never had a tooth pulled before, and they had a heck of a time because they had like 3 or 4 roots, and they all broke off in there.
No,
And I
I had to
went
go
by
in there and dig.
myself, and my wife's wondering where I am, because it took them like 2 hours or more to
Hmm.
get the all the roots out and everything. In fact, I have a lady dentist, and she couldn't get to it, so they got like 4 or 5 dentists in there. They brought a guy in there, and he finally got them all, I guess. So
Huh.
I had something similar happen. I had a crown on one, and I was having a lot of pain with it. And when they took the crown off, they discovered that the tooth had split vertically. So they had to get all those chips out. I had to go back I went 2 hours like you did, and then had to go back for a second round to get all of it out. I
um,
know that's horrible. That is like the worst case.
you're laying back there wondering if they're almost done yet, and
Hmm.
no, not even close. So
And they weren't prepared
I don't
for it
have any
because they didn't
problem
think there was.
now, and you just have to fish floss underneath the whole bridge, and run the floss back and forth and sideways and whatever.
Exactly. So you like the bridge?
Yeah, I mean, I have no complaints.
I just remember hearing people say they broke their bridge and then it's an emergency and they have to go get it fixed.
Oh my.
But,
Well, I don't know if there's different kinds, but this is like, it sounds like you said permanently glued in or whatever. So
yeah, they anchor it to one of your real teeth.
yeah, and
That's
like they
probably what
said,
I'll end
they
up doing.
ground both mine down or whatever on either
Mm-hmm.
side to
Mm-hmm.
anchor it around and make 2 false like caps to go over each one or something,
Mm-hmm.
and that totally where the one was pulled down, I guess. So Barry, how you doing on your Christmas gifts? You coming along?
Well, I'm working on them because I did take them on Sunday and give them, and I said, Merry Christmas, but I'm taking them back
Wait,
because
did I record? Am I recording you guys?
Yeah,
yeah.
you are.
Okay, good.
So because I have more work to do on both. This one was the most completed, and I had a layer of tung oil on it, so it looked the color of this more than this. I've sanded this all up again because I'm gonna carve the clouds in.
As
Oh,
Michelle intervened, as Michelle opened her big mouth.
So I'm working on this one right now, cleaning the sky up, kind of leveling it a little bit so things don't, you know, look like they're dipped in. And then this one, the same thing. I've got some cleanup to do under the boat. I have to gouge the water, which to make it look like it's
wait.
waves and stuff. And then I'm going to smooth all of this out. This was a number 5 that I used, a 1-inch number 5. And then I'm going to use a number 3 to continue smoothing this out and then sand it after that. So um,
Are you gonna leave that all nat? Is that all butternut? I think I
this
remember.
is all butternut. Yeah, both of them. And this one I'm going to use a satin, a Krylon spray. I'm not going to use oil on this one. And
I
leave,
just
leave.
I just wondered if you're gonna like paint the sails maybe or something. I know it's nice to
No,
leave the wood grain come through though. So.
well, I'll consider that. My plan has been to spray it with a little bit of shine, with that a satin amount, no more than that. And I'd put 2 or 3 layers of the spray on it to do that, but and leave it more natural color. But you know, I understand thinking about painting some of it because on this one, I only carved in the the peak and what's above it, but I thought I'm going to use a piece of quick wood and make it more round, put it in there the same size as this, and paint it red, a light on top of the lighthouse,
Yeah.
because the big light's in here, and so a red light to show that it's there. I don't know. That's the
It
only
might have
thing I
been
was going to paint.
I know you did it the way you did it. It might have been nice to make that evening time and then put the yellow or white rays of light coming off the lighthouse.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's a good thought. I hadn't
That,
thought of that. I got
that's
to
what
ponder that.
that's what hit me when I see it.
Okay. That's a good
We just
thought.
made more work for him because I was the
Yeah.
one who said, you know what?
Sorry
Those
about that,
clouds
Barry.
are
I should have
flat.
kept
We
my
need
mouth shut.
more depth.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
both
Well,
look
that'll
real
teach you
nice
to bring
though.
your work to class now.
yeah. Look at the cat dragged in.
Hi,
Hi.
Abby.
Can't hear you because Barry's got his headphones on.
Hi,
Speak.
Abby.
I unplugged it.
How you doing?
Default microphones too.
Can
How
you
are you
hear us?
doing? I can hear you.
Yes. We can't hear you. All
Oh,
right. I don't know why.
That's all right. Are you guys almost done?
no.
It'd be a while.
Half hour or so.
Yeah, we're going to 5.
We were late today. Can you hear me?
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my microphone, the headset plugged in, so so you couldn't hear her, or she couldn't hear you. And then I tried to unplug it, and my computer didn't like that.
It
It
didn't
said
like it.
we're not going to do any sound or at all. So either way, so I had to plug it back in. She said hi, is what
I
she was
could hear
saying.
her.
Yeah, okay.
Here. I guess I was hearing her through your mic.
Probably, yeah. Okay. She just came out. She finished working and she's at her table now.
Ready to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think she saw this. Let me show her.
Now, Michelle wants to show you something. Let me get speaker view.
Stranger danger.
My 90-pound alarm is going off.
Can she see it?
Yeah, now keep talking. Now it's up.
It's all right. They're just playing, okay?
I painted it white and put this on.
Yeah.
I love the design. Nice job.
It would be a nice Christmas box.
They're just playing. They're not playing.
So, Fred, prepare to be amazed.
Okay.
I've actually started painting, and it's only week
Oh, yeah.
18 for me.
Yeah.
Is it finished?
The eagle is getting painted at last.
Wow. That's coming along nice. He gave me the headset finally.
Oh, how rude of him not to give. Yeah, I did red and blue dye on the sides, and of course the head's going to be white, but
All right.
the blue actually looks more like purple, so I don't know how well that's going to translate. But it was meant to be red, white, and blue.
Nice. I love the box. I like that, it looked really sharp with, not I don't like things that are over embellished. So
Right, just simple.
yeah.
I agree. I agree. I thought that was what I was going to do before I got COVID. So now
Oh,
people are waiting for that class, and I'm like, or the workshop, and I'm like, no, it's
yeah,
not
you
gonna
still look
happen.
pretty tired.
I'm exhausted. I had to leave early again today, and it seems to be getting worse. I've never had COVID last this long and get worse. I had the body
Oh.
aches today, which I didn't have before. So
Oh, that's too
there
bad.
you go. We'll see. And
Ah,
I'm supposed to have a family Christmas party. Joyce invited me to the Darnell family Christmas party. And I said I'd be there, thinking I'd be well by Saturday, surely.
yeah. It's not
but
supposed to be an all-year event.
but today we had green in our phlegm, so I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, if maybe it's turning into something else.
Mm-hmm. Might get infected. Because
Well,
this is the first time I've been sick by myself with before dad would stop by, bring me
hmm
coffee and McDonald's, or the kids were around and I'd say, make me a cup of tea but this was the first time I was all by myself for days,
Oh,
which was
yeah, that's
okay.
no
It
fun.
was just, I played a lot of solitaire. Let's just put it that way.
Wow. Well, yeah, if it lingers much longer, you better get in and see your doctor.
Um, I'm going to go tomorrow if I'm not better because I'm worried that it's turned into a bacterial infection. And when it turned green, that was a shock.
Yeah.
Um, and that's why, Fred, we're late because I was talking a lot to Barry. And I said, Barry, can you tell that I have not had any companionship for a week? Because I was a blah, 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 blah. Wasn't I, Barry? I just didn't stop talking.
I still have the headsets, but I'm going to give them back to him, and you
Oh,
guys enjoy your class.
thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
talk to you later.
That's why we started late, Fred, because I was yakking at Barry. I was so
Oh.
lonely. I should have called you guys up and said, hey, let's carve, because I feel better when I'm carving. Although I'm not sure I could have done it. Mine's pretty blotchy, and I'm disappointed because I sprayed this thoroughly, so I thought it was sealed. I'm starting to think that the spray is not a good sealer. That's what I'm
Yeah.
starting to think. Starting to think that I was told wrong.
Are you using white washes there?
Now I'm going pretty heavy, actually,
Are you?
because I burned so darkly that I feel like my wood burning's still showing through. pretty well. I mean, it looks like I went light, but when you first put it on, it looks pretty dark.
Yeah, mine, I've been using white washes and you can still see the burning detail, which I guess is good.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I went pretty heavily just because I knew I had burned pretty deeply there, so the detail would stay. It's not going to be black, but it's going to show through.
Do you have feather texturing all around your handle there?
No,
Looks like
none.
your handle is all brown or whatever.
It's all brown, but I was telling Barry what I like about dye as opposed to stain is I've got, you can see in the light, it's like reddish in some places and darker in some places. It's more three-dimensional with the color. I just like it. I
Yeah.
like it being lighter and darker. So I'm glad I chose that. Looks like I got a little quick wood on my beautiful dye job that I was so proud of. Either that or white paint. Now, wouldn't that be a hoot? Let's see if we can get that up there. Dye's come on. Not where that is. And okay. I gotta tell you, I'm not that impressed with my paint job here. Huh. I think I'm gonna have to let it sit. I like the beak. I do like the beak, but not that happy with the white.
You must have made your eye sockets a lot bigger than mine because my eye sockets are pretty much all full of the putty around the eyes. Or that's the way it ended up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you used a different material too. We were talking about, I said to Barry, I wanted to videotape the quick wood because it dawned on me that he had already done his. So we didn't get a video of that. And you were using a different material and I'm not even sure we saw you do that. I know you were doing it during one of our sessions, but I think you ended up finishing it outside of the session.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure we had a video of it. And mine went pretty smoothly, I gotta say. I was pretty pleased with how easy it was. Now to just address this quick put on my eyes. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was a lot more apprehensive about it than,
I
it
was
actually
too,
turned out, I guess.
but I just started small. I didn't try to do the whole eye socket. I just started small. And my main concern was getting the eyes because the last one I did, Tom Miller, who's no longer alive, I was so pleased with mine. And he said, let me tell you this, those eyes should be pointed towards the nose, not out. And so I wanted to make sure that they were more pointed towards the nose this time. And I think I succeeded in doing that.
Yeah.
But Barry helped me by making sure the beak's a little crooked, but the eyes are in good shape, better than I thought they would do. So I have news, Fred. Tomorrow marks my 2-year anniversary at Lowe's.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Barry said it didn't seem like it's been that long, but this last year has flown by pretty quickly, given all the changes and events. Yeah, I think I gotta let that dry, you guys. Oh, but I could put a coat of white on the underneath here. I put a thick coat since there's no burning. So we're gonna meet on Tuesday. Ziggy, set reminder.
What's the reminder for?
Online carving,
When should I remind you?
Monday at 6:00 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you Monday at 6 p.m.
Ziggy, set timer,
For how long?
8.5 minutes.
8 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
You a wine drinker, Michelle?
Um, I have started drinking wine again with my son because he really, ever since he turned 21, he's become quite the connoisseur of all things alcoholic. And wine's about the only thing I really care for if I'm going to drink alcohol. But for many years, I was married to a recovering alcoholic, so I didn't drink for like 20 years at all, period.
Oh, looked like you had a couple wine bottles behind you on the
My
counter.
stepmother gave me those back in June, and so I'm working on them slowly, but they're sweet white. So I'm more of a less sweet uh red person, so it's not often that I eat something that goes well with the sweet. So mostly I'm a Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better anyway,
Well, I am since we
or
started
better than
meeting.
last week anyway.
Am I improved? I'm glad. Because it feels like it's taking forever, Fred. So it's good to hear that I'm better than I was last week because I didn't feel like it.
Barry, I don't want to cause you too much trouble there, so just finish that sailing one as daylight and then do another one as a dark or
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
or
don't cause
the
them too much trouble. Do a whole other one.
All right.
or whatever floats your boat. How about that?
So the sailboat how dark do you think it should be?
Or no, I guess it was
The lighthouse?
the lighthouse, the sky, and
Yeah.
then the beams coming off the
Okay.
light. I don't know. That might be hard to do, the beams coming off the
Yeah.
light though. So
All right.
maybe
Sounds like a
scratch
little
that
gouge
idea.
work to me.
Yeah.
You might be able to do it with gouge work, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Without the color, I don't know if it'll work.
You're just piling onto the situation. You realize that, right?
Dipping it up. And I think I'm actually done for now because I gotta let this dry. But here's what I have accomplished during this 3-hour session. I got my eyes in. I got my beak painted exactly the color I like, a little yellow orange. And I started with an olive brown color around the edges where my picture showed it was darker. And then I did a couple coats of white.
Now, did you put the one I have from that I finished with Bob Dixon a long time ago has like a light orange wash, I think, around the front of the bill itself.
I did it. Yeah, I painted it. It's not a light at all. I painted it. I
No,
went
but I
heavy.
mean, you did most of it in yellow, and then I think you put that orange wash
I
over.
mixed it. I actually mixed it together until I got the color I wanted. That's how I did this one.
I
Oh,
know what you're saying, Fred.
Hmm.
Um,
Layers.
yeah. I tried to do that on this one. And you can only see it a little bit. The whole thing's a little too orange, and then it's a little more orange here. Um, but I haven't tried that on my cane handles.
I like that. That looks really good. You did a good job with
yeah,
that.
that's what I meant about that one. I came in late, so I just wood burned it all and that. But
Yeah.
I'd
Hmm.
like to do that, relieving it and
Well,
stuff.
you can do a finishing. You relieve it because you already got it burned. So next step, relieve and paint.
Yeah, that's true.
Bring it to our sessions. All right, I gotta quit messing with this or I'm gonna screw up. So set it aside, clean up your mess, undo last known mess. That's what I used to say when my kids were little because I'd get so overwhelmed with all their messes. Undo last known mess and work my way backwards.
You staying around home for Christmas, both of you?
I am.
Yeah, we are too. Every other year we either go out to Iowa for Thanksgiving or Christmas. We didn't this year because the Iowa kids were going up to North Dakota. Um, but they're coming here for Christmas. So we're staying home.
Get
Okay.
to stay home. And that's good with all the stuff you have to do around your house. That's probably good.
Yeah. They finished the remediation. Yesterday was the day
Oh,
they came
good.
out and rechecked the mold levels. So we haven't gotten the lab results back, but
I bet you're
oh,
happy
Evie
though.
just said we did. She said we passed. It's
Oh,
Thank
good.
goodness.
yeah,
Congratulations. I know that's
thanks.
been a big process.
Yeah.
So we're going
So
to
at
call
least
that a good accomplishment on your
yeah.
part.
So it's nice to have that part done, at least.
Find the bag they came from once they came. Here we go. Undo last known mess. I'm going to go ahead and put this white in here in case I ask you. What should I do with my titanium white? I'm keeping it in here since I got to do this anyway. So there's my paint. That goes to the sink. This goes in my bag. a little alarming that I'm missing some tools. Hope I don't find them with my feet.
You're kind of brave there, Michelle, painting with your workwear on.
Oh God, I didn't even think about it. You see how out of it I didn't even think. I usually change, yeah. Changing required too much energy, I guess, today.
I find it interesting that you wear Home Depot orange under your Lowe's blue.
I do like wearing this is a wool sweater, man. And today I needed wool, trust me.
Oh yeah.
All right, that signals the end of our session. So glad you can make it for the last segment there, Fred.
Yep. I was
Yes.
glad to see you, Fred.
Thank
Ziggy
you.
stuff. And we will meet then on Tuesday. I'll send the email like I usually do, and I may text you if I'm feeling I'm not clouded in my head. I'll text to remind you that we're going to do it on
Okay.
Tuesday since it's different.
All right.
Thanks for carving with me, guys. That was fun.
Yep. Thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Glad I could get in the last one anyway.
And
And
me
just
too.
Yeah.
I'll send
talk.
you the videos because you will find me kind of humorous. I was blabbering a lot.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Bye.